Now, I want to shift gears. I talked in the first hour a lot about Google and a report out of Wired magazine today, their online version, exclusive, Google, CIA invest in future of web monitoring. And it says an investment arm of the CIA and Google are both backing a company that monitors the web in real time and says it uses the information to predict the future. Predict the future. You heard me right. Tracking everything you do in real time, your cell phones, your smart meters, watching what you're doing in your house. They're coming out with new appliances that control and track what's in your refrigerator. Just total surveillance, the nanny state. The company's called Recorded Future, and it scours tens of thousands of websites, blogs, and Twitter accounts to find the relationships between people, organizations, actions, and incidents, both present, and still to come. So it's pre-crime. In a white paper, the company says its temporal analysis engine goes beyond search by looking at the invisible links between documents that talk about the same or related issues. So it's relationships, entities, and events. And it goes into how it's being funded by Google and the CIA and is run by a former Swedish Army Ranger with a PhD in computer science. And it goes into the 16-person Cambridge, Massachusetts firm attractive to Google Ventures and In-Q-Tel, a branch of the CIA. Now, I made the point that this doesn't point out that the government admits they post fake al-Qaeda blogs everywhere to scare the public. Even the CIA admitted in the Washington Post 2 months ago they've created fake al-Qaeda videos with bin Laden and others. This is admitted. And so they're tracking all this fake info that private corporations and intelligence agencies in government and outside of government are posting to create this fake illusion of men with turbans hiding underneath your table trying to suck the blood out of your feet, or hiding in your closet or under your bed. And the fact that they do put out fake info constantly, and that they can also then come to you with pre-crime and say that they've got evidence you've committed a crime, and they talk about that in here. We already proved lie detectors were used to put hundreds of thousands of innocent people in prison. The governments have been caught all over the place planting fake DNA evidence on people. They can fake fingerprints. I mean, all of this is admitted. And so you can't trust the big corrupt system to be doing this, but now they admit that all of this surveillance is really going on and happening. This is so important. Now, I just wanted to recap that because it dovetails with this. This is the Washington Post today. White House proposal would ease FBI access to records of Internet activity. But you read the full proposal, it's also them getting into your computer with remote access, basically expanding the sneak and peek provision with no warrants. The Obama administration is seeking to make it easier for the FBI to compel companies to turn over records of an individual's Internet activity without a court order, it's without a warrant, if agents deem the information is relevant to terrorism or an intelligence investigation. What does the Enemy Combatant Act say? What does the Violent Belligerent Act say? What does the Patriot Act? It says for any misdemeanor crime. It says they can secretly arrest you for any intelligence purposes. All of this. So this is pointed at you. We know almost 100% of the Homeland Security apparatus with 854,000 private spies, secretly federalizing police chiefs. All of this is now coming out. We know it's pointed at gun owners, conservatives, landowners, businesses that aren't part of the New World Order. So global businesses can consolidate control and have espionage, private intel on you. I read Bloomberg with their big report. Fallen soldiers' families denied cash as insurers' profit. And it admits public health, that the reports here say that every major insurance company is involved in this. And it goes on to say this is bad faith. This is criminal. It's institutionalized bad faith. In my view, this is a scheme to defraud by inducing the policyholder's beneficiary to let the life insurance company retain assets they're not entitled to. It's turning death claims into a profit center. And they just mail you something saying, here's your checkbook to draw your dead husband or dead son's insurance money. And when you sign it, then they take $400,000, $500,000, $1 million from you and give you 1% interest a year on it, but never give you the full money. And it goes on in the article to talk about how it's criminal, but they got the feds to change the regulations so they could do this. And it goes further than that. Big corporations, hire greeters at their front doors, and then they've been caught taking insurance out on them and never even telling the family and keeping it. And they've done actuaries knowing a certain amount are going to die. They're going to get that money. This is just an example of how criminal these systems